Chris. All right, we good now. We rolling. Damn, it's hard. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to Meet the Artist. And we are formally here with
King Robinson from Nothing Without God Productions and Inspirational Life Films.
Oh yes, and we finally getting the interview in person.
Yeah.
The man behind all the films that you starting to see. We have 5 different films on Tubi, Amazon, and more. So I say that y'all should stay tuned and listen in and to hear what he say. And we're now on Roku, Meet the Artist, Pretty Network Production. So you know, Pretty Network Production, we are good to go. Let's go.
All right. We in the building. We also been in Walmart, so just shout out to Walmart because I didn't, when you go in there, you don't think you're gonna be on the shelf. So,
Right.
I definitely had some things in there too. But man, I just first want to say I appreciate coming on the show. I appreciate you, showing us love and recognizing the hard work that we putting into it, man. Because I'll be watching your show, man. Y'all doing your thing too.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You. I was just wondering, my first question is yes and no. Also, that was one of my first questions.
Okay.
So when you seen yourself in Walmart, like, what was the real feeling behind it? Like, dead ass with the movie?
Oh man, I mean it was cause I was in there shopping and I was like, man, they said it's gonna be here, but until you see, you like, man, that's cap, right?
Yeah.
But then I walked around and I hit that corner and I seen that mug on the shelf and I'm like, wow. And I was recording the whole time just in case.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't there, I could cut it off, but it was, and I got the actual moment on film. I put it on social media. I'm really proud of that, because that's dope, man, to be, because Walmart is one of the largest chains of stores in the world.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. So, once you get in there, you all over the place. So, not only have I got 2 million views on YouTube, but also, we got hard sales and we've been on Amazon Prime and, Tubi and a few other places. So the impact from just starting the mission has been tremendous.
Yes,
It's been a tremendous thing, man.
I loved it. I watched the movies myself. All of them, even the new one, I love that to death. I call it Devin screaming down your throat about that one. I was like, hey man, I love this.
A lot of people have, man. They really was like, man,
Inform me on the name before you get started.
Okay, so the name of the newest film that came out, January 2024, February 2024 is The Frozen Hearts, and it's a love story. So it's not, my traditional way that I used to go, where we doing some hood films and stuff like that. It's still got those elements in it, but it's more about a relationship between a man and a woman. And a lot of people, have really flocked to that to say, hey, I can relate to that. That's my story. I don't like her in the movie. I want to beat up when I see her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I would have been in slapped her or left or something. And it's just really kind of dope to get that kind of feedback. Where people can relate to what you're doing, because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing for the people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that was a great story put together. It was so real to me.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I hate that lady in that movie. I don't know what you was doing, but I was like, you don't know why you made it like that, but you made it in touch with my self-confidence. I was like, nah, bro, what the hell going on? But it was a great movie. And I was wondering, like, okay, so what made you come up with the idea? Well, how did you get that idea? Like, you ain't gotta give out your sauce, but give us the.
So I give you a couple of ingredients to the sauce, but I can't give you all of them. Otherwise, I gotta find to do something to you. But basically, I get inspiration from my own personal experiences, my friends and family's experience, what I see on TV, or just what I hear in general. So the whole world is really, giving me different opportunities to use stories that people can relate to. So when I, hear my cousin talk about, man, this girl, she did this and, did that, or, one of my brothers, or, one of my sisters or somebody saying how they treated somebody, I'm putting all that in there because these are real life situations, and it's inspirational life film. So, it's some stuff that's embellished, but I try to put a lot of real in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, because you put a lot of real in it. It was so real. Like I said, you heard the feedback. It was so real.
Everybody mad because their boyfriend or husband be playing the game too much. Everybody mad because they gal going out too much. Twerking in the circle. You feel me? We don't like that. Just everybody mad because they man ain't make enough money. You know what I'm saying? Or they girl nagging, or just different situations that come up. Or just as a man, if I got a felony, it's harder to find gainful employment doing things the right way. So how does that affect your relationship? How does that affect your real life? You know, so I just put that type of stuff in there just to, you know, give people a clue that you're not the only one that's going through these situations. And there are some solutions.
It stands for the name Frozen Hearts. I'm like, yeah. That all the definition of it right there. I'm like, yeah, because that was too real for me. I was just like, what the fuck, y'all? And then he done pushed it to a whole nother level, guys. I ain't gonna lie with the that was like an R&B mixtape when you come out with other albums. Like you got a rap album, you got the whole R&B side. He just switched the whole game on me. It went from action, adventure, then we went to love. I'm like, okay, now he's stepping on and going to do more things. Well, what about the movie before that? Could you tell me a little bit more than that one?
So before that, there was a movie called The Peacemakers, part 1 and 2. And honestly, I saw a void of superheroes that look like me.
Yeah.
You know, you got a few, but we needed more. Yeah. So I got in the lab with some other people, some other writers, you know, and based on my concepts, and we came up with some reasonings for these people who want to fight. And, you know, I played a blind preacher, you know, and we have a healer and a few other people like that in the film. And, man, we did our thing, you know, and we had a choreographer. We had a Brooklyn Tankards in there from the Bravo show. She's in the first one. We got 2 parts of it. And she did really good. She's a co-executive producer. And Charles Howe from Conco Digital, man, he's pretty well-known name. He helped make it happen too. So, you know, we just coming together, man, trying to do our thing. And I'm willing to work with anybody, especially on some new things, and to get out of my box and my comfort zone. I can't think of everything. So come with something that, you know, is exciting and new, and add to the table what we got going on, man. Let's work.
You definitely got them. I kid you not. Like, you keep saying you ain't got no new ideas, cause I think you got all of the songs. Like, they don't know him. I'm gonna just be honest, y'all don't know him like I know him. This man ain't fucking creative as hell. Like, he would be good. That shit just pop up like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, you don't need my help with this one. You know
trying, man, trying.
The way that you got it set up, I think it's amazing. And I think that you just keep going on that, because these, like I was saying, the Peacemakers, I love the 1 and 2, because that's how it got me hooked. You know,
Because I got OB the Boss in there. Rob B and a few other people like that.
You got a lot of people in there with a little name about themselves too, for real. And the girl that did a song with Rick Ross. Destiny,
we call her the Winter Cold.
The Winter Cold.
Yeah, the Winter Cold.
She
She did excellent, man. I had people tell me she was one of the best actors in the movie, as well as Angel Marie Wolf, who sings with the Tennessee Werewolves, and she's been in some other stuff too, and so she got a name behind her too. There's so many people, and it's like a cult classic. It's not, you know, $1 million budget. It's not gonna be like DC comedy or comics or, you know, Avengers or nothing like that. It's our own brand of things that we're doing, and I mean, we gotta grow. We gotta start somewhere, and if I didn't do it because we didn't have the budget, it would never get done. So we just gonna make it happen until we build up the capacity to make it bigger.
All right, see, and I love that. Give me, and if y'all give me one more, we're gonna cut for a commercial, and then we'll be right back. Give it just a second. Okay, now this is what we'll do a commercial. The commercial gonna be like this. I'm gonna say, welcome to Meet the Artist, Roku Pretty Production Network. And you talk about your latest film. You know, my latest film is Frozen Hearts, and y'all should go see it on all platforms. Okay, let me check my camera real quick. Hey, we still rolling? All right, let's just keep rolling. All right. We here on the commercial now. Not just that's me now. You know how I do camera. We on commercial now. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, welcome to Roku TV, and I'm sitting here with the famous
King Robinson from Nothing Without God Productions.
All right, and I want y'all to just stay tuned and check it out on all platforms. Let them know where to check it out at.
The new film 2024, The Frozen Hearts. It's a love story. It's on Tubi. It is on Amazon Prime and all the other major platforms. So look us up, man. Show us some love out there.
All right, and we'll be right back with the show. Stay tuned. Boom. All right, we're back. Okay. All right, so just to pick up off where we left off here.
All right.
All right, so we were talking about the Peacemakers, the 1 and 2.
Right, right.
So now you said you've been doing this. How long you been doing this?
Probably since 2014, so about 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah, I'm,
Oh,
I'm,
wow.
10, I'm 10 in right now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
appreciate that, man. It went by fast, man. Because the first movie really started with a dream.
Mhm.
One day, I had a dream. I woke up. I feel like God told me to make my life into a film and it would inspire people. So being obedient, even though I had never done anything like that before, I started writing. Typing it up, getting it together. And I talked to one of my god brothers, and him and his wife knew a couple of guys from Venezuela who had went to school for film production.
Yeah.
I showed them the script, pitched them, and they was like, "Yeah, we'll do it." And man, we started doing it. And over there by Pearl Cone High School on 24th Avenue North, a lot of things happened because that's where I lived when I was in school.
Yeah.
And man, the guys that it really happened to showed up, and we acted out what really happened. When the police raided, when there was different stuff going on, we acted it out, and it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So it started off with just a dream and me following directions and being obedient to what I'm supposed to do. And once I went ahead and did that, man, I've been taking off ever since, man.
I seen the
And
first
that,
one.
and that first one is called Nothing Without God. It's all over the place, man. If you look up Nothing Without God, man, you gonna see it.
That's true that though, honestly.
Yeah.
If you look it up, you'll see it got a lot of streams on there as well.
Yeah.
I definitely seen that
Millions.
one. That's how I really first got introduced with him, because I was looking at them films.
Yeah.
He didn't have the dreads, it was long dreads.
Yeah. I had a short haircut,
Yeah,
a
the
little
short haircut,
fade,
he
so,
looked different. So I was like, but you can tell that over time, he
Yeah.
got the growth of it, and he's doing different things and still.
Right.
Well, I definitely love that right there, and it definitely is. I wanted to ask you, where did you get the? So I know you said that the movie was called,
Right.
but I wanted to know, where did you get the name from? Like, what made you pick that name? Like out of millions of names you could have picked.
My first
of
film?
your production.
Oh, well, okay, so back in the day, my mom was locked up, she was on drugs, and I didn't have a dad. So I was mad at God, I was mad at my life or whatever, but I always knew he was present. So I was like, God, if you change my life, just make me regular. I don't gotta be the richest person, I don't wanna be the poorest person with no parents, nobody to care about me, nobody to love me, holy shoes, no coat in the wintertime, it was bad. So I was like, God, if you do this for me, anything that I do, I dedicate it to you. So in me keeping my word, because I can see that my life start slowly going up, there still was some bad stuff that happened, but I could see myself start gaining momentum.
Yeah.
Things start getting better. I experienced some victories. So when I had an opportunity to make my my music label, it went through a few different changes, but I ended up with Nothing Without God, and I went ahead and named my production company and my first film that, because I wanted to dedicate that to, the fact that I wanted to make good for the first for my Lord, but secondly for the people that believed in me when nobody else did. When you got a kid out here in trouble, gang life, drugs, shooting, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And somebody say, you know what, that kid, let's try to help him. I ended up living with a couple different families. I lived with my uncle. I lived with the Fishers, the McGrasses, who was a school teacher at my school at Hunters Lane. I lived with them for like a year and a half. And they the one that taught me, how to go to college and how to do these things, because nobody else was doing it.
Yeah.
And so, when I had an opportunity to make good on the people that invested in me, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make sure that they happy, and I make sure that I represent to the fullest from them. That's why I named it Nothing Without God Productions, because we are a production of what God wanted to have happen, otherwise with nothing. So
it makes a lot of sense. Now that you break it down like that, it makes a lot of sense.
I appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk about it.
Because it was interesting to me, because I was like, well, everything that you put, everybody got their own little networks and stuff and their production. And I'm like, well, mine fast paced INC, because I like to do everything fast. 24 hours, I'm gonna bring it right back to you.
Right.
Now, like, Nothing Like God, and I'm like, and then as you said, it progressed. The more you give back, every film you done gave to him, basically. You just gave it to him.
And everything not perfect, it's just not. But I try to keep it 100, and in my life, things haven't been sweet all the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put the raw in there, but still say, hey, God did this, brought me out this situation. But you gotta go through something in order to tell somebody something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so that's kind of how everything started, man.
All right, see now that's a good idea. I kid you
Yeah.
not. I'm glad you put it because when I deal with it, I do get a different kind of spirit when I deal with your work. I kid
Yeah.
you not. Even when I'm sharing, it feels
Good.
different because
Good.
it don't feel like everybody else's. I'll be honest with you,
Okay.
because the presence of the name, I gotta
Right.
read that name over and over. So I'm
Right.
like.
Right.
And like, I didn't make you want to pray
Yeah.
for a second before you do something. Pray for a second.
We're
right before you
good.
do
I mean, we
something.
need to pray for a second.
Yeah,
You know
hold
what
on,
I'm
let
saying?
me give it.
Prayer changes things,
Yeah,
man.
hold on, guys. If I smoke this, man.
Right. And bruh, and I'm gonna tell you, I still do stuff. I'm not perfect by any means. The people that work with me are not perfect by any means, but we trying to do better.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
God know your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter what you got going on. You know, I got felons that work with me. I got people that been prostitutes, drug dealers, robbers, killers.
You
all
have-
of these things, you know, but when Jesus walked around here, man, he worked with everybody.
Yeah.
I ain't saying I'm him, because I've been one of those people out in the streets. But I'm going to work with it. I ain't going to turn somebody away,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just because they come from a different background or they look different or any of that.
I
Because they
noticed-
just ain't cool, you know? So,
I noticed everybody that worked with you, I said they was cool.
Yeah.
You ain't never felt, they ain't never felt intimidated, they
Nope.
never felt disrespected.
Nope.
And they don't see no weapons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
Nope.
whole clean production. I like that. Like,
Nope.
I was like, he definitely got a great thing going there.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you just keep that part of that going,
Man,
and
I'm
that's
telling
what's
you.
gonna.
Because you got to get the community involved. You know, in the community, not just everybody in white picket fences. You know what I'm saying? You got to get everybody involved that are marginalized. You know, the have-nots and different things like that. Shout out to my boy Kilando. He's have the have-nots group, and I went to alternative school with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we still tight to this day because we just click like that because we both come from similar things.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you can relate to people and I make relatable products, then there's no way you can lose.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
'Cause you do have a relatable product, and that this whole thing when I'm dealing with you, it's so big. And I express to people all the time. I was like, hey man, y'all need to check out this production right here because this is first of all, let's not shit because this man can actually shoot a movie himself. Let's just put that out there. See, like people don't know that part. I'm gonna just give y'all the little sauce that he didn't say in his whole thing. He shoot his own movie. He might have to set up the camera, the light, and he'll turn around and sit right in front of it and do his own thing. And then that's what you call real work. Let me just put that on notation, y'all. That's real work.
Yeah.
So, when I seen that with my own eyes, because he called and told me, like, bro, come here. And I was like, all right. I was like, damn, wait, man, you doing it all yourself. He's like, yeah, it got to get done. And it turns out so good. It was unbelievable. I was like, okay, now this is an outworking person right here all day long.
Yeah.
So then I was trying to figure out what was his next move. And every time I turn around, I kid you not, this man got another movie coming. Now, can you please express the new one that's about to get ready to drop?
Okay, so first, right now, 2024, we got The Frozen Hearts that just came out. It's all over the place. It's on Amazon Prime, it's on Tubi, and all the other platforms. But we got one in the can too that on the low we've already filmed most of it,
Yeah.
right? And it's called The Toxic King. Now, The Toxic King is unlike any other movie that I've done because it deals with a guy that was hurt, you know, by a girl when he was younger. He became a player. He out in the streets. He messed with this girl and that girl or whatever. And he finally meets somebody he like, and he messes it up and got to get himself together in order to, to win the bag, which is, you know, the wife or the girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit more risque. Like, I done show movies where people get shot and fights and all that kind of stuff, but this got a little bit more skin in it. It got a little bit more, you know, the language is a little bit coarser. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, show the reality of being in that world.
Yeah.
You know, he's a podcaster and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and when I talk to people about that movie, they're like, man, that happened to me. I can relate to that, you know, different things like that. So, you know, we hitting them back to back. So 2025, look for, you know, The Toxic King, because that's coming at you. You know, we got some comedies we working on. I'm working with a few different people. So, you know, we are, you know, I might even do a horror movie or something.
Let's not cut him off, but get in touch with him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Get in touch with him.
nothingwithoutgodproductions.org is the website, man. Contact us. You know, we on Instagram, Nothing Without God Productions. We
Right here at the bottom of the screen, right
You
now.
better know it. We you know, we on IG, we on Facebook, we on X, we on TikTok. You know, whatever the platform is, we on that mother representing. Check the website out, book something. come on, get your film shot, you know, get your video shot, you know, get your commercial done for your business, and different things like that. My man, he do great marketing. We've been up on billboards all over the place.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that was a big thing, man. I had, you know, different people were like, man, did I just see you on a big board? Yeah, we on the billboard, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was big. So just all of those things come into place, and then after everything is done, you know, you got to get everything mixed up.
Yeah.
And you got to, you know, do the post-production, but then you got to shop yourself a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part, because you got to make a product that people want.
You right
You
about
know what I'm
that.
saying? It got to be the quality or standard, you know, that people want.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you mentioned that I do a lot of work, you know, on my own. Yeah, I have a crew. I have people that do videography and sound work and you know, all that kind of stuff too. But there's sometimes when I'm at home or I'm somewhere where people just not comfortable with those big crowds of people, and I want to make my actors and actresses comfortable. You know, because they say, oh, I get shy, I get nervous or whatever. So man, I'm pulling the camera up. We talking just like we talking right now. I put the camera, push play from my phone, dog, and I just record it, and we just, you know, we run through it a few times, and then boom, and I got it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's you know, how some of the things have to work, because everybody not ready. The lady that was in the Frozen Hearts, that was her first acting gig, dude.
Oh, wow.
Her first acting gig, man, and she bodied it, she killed
Yeah,
that bug, dog.
She became most hated. You
Man,
right. You bodied that one, because
she killed it.
That was similar like power to me. I was just like, hey man, what the hell? Like,
I was like, yeah, so you know, it just making people comfortable, making people want to do it, and getting that buy-in so people will say, yeah, I want to do that because I believe in what you're trying to do, and I want to be a part of that.
Yeah. I kid you not. You made me want to be a part of it when the first time you started around. Then like seeing this one, it's like, I kid y'all not. Like, hold on 1 second, I got to cut for a commercial, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna do a commercial again. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. We're here with the production. You know, nothing without God. So let me go on, give you the demonstration of what he got coming out one more time.
We got The Frozen Hearts. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Tubi. The Frozen Hearts. It's a love story. We wrote, directed, starred in, all of those type of things. So look for it. Nothing Without God Productions.
All right. And we'll be right back with the show. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. And make sure that y'all follow the link at the bottom of the screen.
Absolutely.
Follow him, his merch, and everything else, because it's going down.
You see the shirts,
I
man.
need y'all to get it today. I kid you not. Let me check the camera. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, we Gucci. Yeah, we Gucci. It's going good. All right. So what was we at again? If you don't mind refreshing me.
We were just, you know, really just kind of recapping how to make the actors and actresses comfortable so that we can, because sometimes we do got a guerrilla shoot. I actually have gone to places where they was like, you can't film here, you know, different things, and I pull out the camera and I'm catching anything I can, you know, because that's just what it is. But I've also had to get $1 million worth of insurance so that I could film at juvenile court, you know, because I had a film called Closer to God where I played a lawyer. We needed a courtroom, you know, so, you know, it's just those things to add like realness to your movie, you know, production quality to your film, you know, by just having those places and being in those real places, you know. It's been a couple of times where, you know, we've been kicked out of places, you know, but at the same time, I've been filming, like I went to Vegas, man, and I'm filming for the Toxic King. And they say, ain't no phones or nothing. Man, I got my phone out like this, and I'm like, yeah, we finished. I'm at the crap table, dog.
Oh my God.
I'm like this. I got myself, I'm like, nah, I just put the phone right here and then push record. They don't know. I'm like, yeah, they slide the dice back over to me. You know that's going in the movie, dog. You know, and I know I had to shoot with my phone because I couldn't take my big camera.
You take a big camera.
But look, I did take my big camera in one of the places, and I just was like acting like it wasn't on. I just pushed play and just was walking around like this.
Yeah, I did that. Like,
you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You gotta do,
Put me out. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I've been to Vegas a million times. I kid you not.
They're not playing with you.
We got kicked off the strip. We were the first artists in Las Vegas that recorded a video on the strip. You know, actually recording with the microphone and everything. They're very strict about cameras out there. Cause remember that's X-Land, so you
Yeah.
going out there with a camera, you telling them.
Man, I'm telling, I got all kind of footage in there, bro.
They ain't gonna let you know. They don't want
I'm
you to come
telling
out of there.
Yeah.
But I kid you not, they getting that kind of footage on your phone and thinking fast, and that's another thing I was telling y'all about him. He thinks fast. He puts stuff together. So just to do that little scene, you're gonna end up catching it in the movie. You know, like it's gonna look so good. You ain't gonna realize like, all right, how did he do that? That was one of my best things about his movies. I always wonder like, how the hell he do that? And then I honestly, you can ask him. I literally asked him. I was like, bro, how the fuck did you just do that? He's like,
that's how I just do it, man. You know, like a lot of people hesitate, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I know, like if I can survive out here in the elements, you know, and in the streets and in real life, because I just got to handle my business. This is easy work. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm pulling out that camera, pulling out that phone, push play, man. What you gonna do? It's already got now.
Is that what you gonna do? I already got it now.
What you can't whoop me? You know what I'm saying? So shoot, we gonna have to get it on in this bug. So I just take what I want for the most part, but I'm respectful.
Yeah.
If you can do anything, you can go anywhere if you're respectful. And you just start doing what you need to do. Because all you ask permission later. They can tell you to stop after you already got it. Yeah. So guerrilla filming is something that I do. Now when it comes to people, you got to get permission because you know they image and likeness and all that stuff. So make sure you get that paperwork, dog. Paperwork is important too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as just like scenery and being places, man, you better push play.
We say everything can be filmed until you stop me.
Until you stop me. Yeah.
You're gonna get a whole movie about me.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
So I tell y'all, that's how he, as you can hear, that's how he get his magic. He's willing to take footage of everything to create something. He may have, let's just say about 3 days of we don't know, and put it together, and there you go. You got something out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just gonna keep creating. I always wanted that mission myself. Like, how did you find this spot? Like, what made you do the like in the Frozen Hearts? So I was like, okay, what made him pick that apartment? Man, I know he got plenty of places to go. What made him pick that? Why did you make? How did you know that apartment was gonna make it look that in depth real?
Man, when I don't know what it's called, but it's like having the eye. So where everything I see, I feel like, oh, that can go in a movie. That'd be dope. When a cloud go by and the sun hit it just right, I'm like, oh yeah, that's dope right there. Because I look at the beauty of everything around me, the beauty of nature, the beauty of people, of situations that I see. I mean, I just record it because sometimes people miss it. That's like seeing a rainbow. When it's up there in the sky, man, you see that mother like, yeah, that's dope. Yeah. But nobody's gonna record it and put it in the movie somewhere. You know, where like, oh man, like, you know, just things like that to where everything I see, I feel like it's potential to be put somewhere and people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't have to be manufactured or made up. It could be just raw nature.
Yeah, that was the scene when y'all was in the house. Yeah. It was so raw. It felt real. You know, like, cause it ain't like you had a fixed up mansion and all that. Now it was like, I'm coming home to my apartment and this is what it's looking like. Real deal. That's why I felt it, cause they laugh and joke about them Tutti movies, but I was like,
cause everybody be capped though, man. Everybody millionaires, everybody ballers, everybody got all the women in the cars, everybody got all the men or whatever. You got all of it. Yeah. In reality, it's a lot of regular people out here, or you know, or poor folk, or middle class people, and like I can see those things and it look cool, but I can't relate to it because I haven't been in those situations. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not gonna make stuff like unrealistic. Like there's no way I'm gonna say that I got $1 billion and I live in a big mansion and then I go home to my 2-bedroom house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's just not real to me. Yeah. So, and I grew up poor, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna tell you I'm rich. Even if I am rich, I'm still gonna be regular.
I can really believe that you'll be regular.
Yeah, man, because this is just stuff.
This stuff to
you. This is just stuff. You know,
some people don't get hooked on it. And I can tell you one of them. Like you don't get.
I'd rather have good people around me. Like I had the most fun when I was in, you know, in these low income areas in the hood, you know what I'm saying, chilling, playing the Madden, smoking, shit, you know, having different people come over, we lit, playing, you know, just having fun outside, just drinking out the water hose, you know what I'm saying? Like, those were good days. You know, I went to bed over feeling good, you know, but, you know, I think that sometimes when people really get too far away from you know, the community,
Yeah,
it's a lonely feeling.
it is.
You
I ain't
know?
gonna lie to you. I ain't
And
gonna
mental
lie.
health is a real thing, and you need people. You need somebody you can talk to or call them like, man, what's up? Come over, pull up. Let's, you know, watch the game or something.
Yeah.
Versus, I'm too far removed. I live several hours away in a big old mansion, and I can't even have nobody come over my house. And nah, man, I'm not doing that.
Well, I feel like that little house ain't just that big of a mansion, but it's so far away.
Yeah.
I gotta wait till people come over. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God.
I mean, good little 30 minutes ain't bad.
Good
You
little
know,
30
good little
minutes.
30 something, little razzle dazzle.
Yes,
Ain't
man.
nobody just pulling up,
Nah,
just always in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
ain't no
saying?
neighbor.
But if you invited, you know where to come to.
Yeah, you know where to go. Like, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is actually our first in-person interview for this year.
Yeah.
And I got him here in person. So this is actually a big deal for me, y'all. I want to let everybody know that because he works so hard, he's busy. His whole
Yeah.
real life is busy, and his
Yeah.
work life is busy with
Right.
the filming. For
Right.
him to pause and say, yeah, I'm talking about, you can look on my page now, and I'm going to put this out so everybody can hear it. I post a lot of people, but when I called him, I said, I need to do an interview with you. He said, okay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't taking me 3 days, it ain't taking another week. And he just said, okay, now you telling me the head director of a film can stop what he's doing and for the next day and come and see me and do an interview with me. Now that's what I call honestly respect, bro. I gotta give you that. I gotta give you
appreciate that, man.
your honor for that, cause that actually was. So I was like, bro, he too real. He too real. Like, cause I know what you do. So I was like, he's very busy, and I want to let y'all know if y'all trying to get y'all movies put onto Tubi. This is actually the same person you need to talk to in Amazon to get it to a correct way. Like there's ways to put your film up, but if you want it all the way correct,
Yeah.
you know, he's more than willing to give you advice. And everybody, I always say, give an incentive to help someone, you know, with their advice. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's not on the same team to get to that level.
Right.
Throwing money away.
And it's a couple of other ways that you can that we can work together. So I do original soundtracks, and I need original music for the movies. Also, with like your clothing brand, you know, let's say you got, you know, whatever it is, man, throw us a shirt. We can put it in. I'm gonna wear that mug just like this. It's gonna be seen all around the world. You know, normally we have to pay or get paid for product placement, but that's nothing if it's gonna be everywhere. And in the credits, it's gonna say whatever your business name is on there too, and how to reach that, you know, that place. So shout out to Cashville, etc. I went over there, did a shot for the movie, and they put a shirt on in the movie. Boom, it's in there now.
Yeah.
You know, and he had like DeAndre Hopkins from the Titans and all them, you know, wearing his hats and all that kind of stuff. So it's a real thing, and it's a lot of marketing that goes into that. So don't be afraid to push your stuff out there either. So we got the clothing brands, we got the music. If you just want to put your face out there, come jump in something. It could take 10 minutes. You come just get in the shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what they do in other places.
Yeah.
You look at these New York, these California, these Atlanta, you know, Detroit. Man, everybody in these mugs, you know?
Yeah.
So why not us?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
good
saying?
question.
Let's go. Let's go.
Everybody, and
It's enough for everybody to eat.
he's in here in Nashville. If you're in Nashville, or
Yeah.
in Atlanta, the nearby Memphis,
Yeah.
or somewhere close
Let's
by,
go.
you can easily come in and get in as fast as you needed to because he's willing to work with everybody. I'm seriously, he's been telling me to jump in stuff like
Let's
that.
go.
Like he don't play around. He's dead serious. When you say you want to do it, you say yeah, just go ahead, show up.
Let's go.
Just
Just show up.
Just show up.
Sometimes it's just about showing
Yeah,
up,
just
man.
showing up.
Just
It's
pull
really
up.
on you. I learned it myself.
This where we filming? Show up, man. I'm gonna put you in there. I might give you some words and everything.
I kid
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be a witness. He really did try to put me in there several times, and I was like, "I'm coming. Wait a minute." Oh, I get behind the camera and look at him. I'm like, "Yeah, you good."
Yeah.
But because I'm different. You know, I'm a little more shy. I'm saying on camera, I'm a little shy. So when it comes down to the movie side of it, like, cause he's layered it out. Like if he come to his set, he already know like what we for the step at, which way we walk.
Yeah.
So
There's a
like,
lot that goes into the pre-production, you know, as far as script writing, you know, scoring, as far as just storyboarding, you know, as far as just blocking out the set and where you want to film and getting the lighting right. Because I'm a chocolate brother, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need it to be dim in here where you can't see me. I need some light, dog. You know, so I'm gonna make sure you lit up well, and make sure you sound good, and everything is not gonna be perfect. Don't even think that it's gonna be. There's gonna be some stuff that may not go right? But we're gonna keep pushing, and that's small things to a giant, as my homeboy True said, rest in peace. and we just gonna keep on pushing, and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it work. And once we get through with this product, we're gonna crank it up, push it out, and then we're gonna start another one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And none of them gotta be perfect, but guess what? They're gonna be real, and they're gonna hit home, and they're gonna make you feel something.
Oh yeah, see, and then guess what? And I love that you said that. So now now this is the trick question for him, y'all. Then what do you think? He know I'm about to hit him with a different kind of question. What do you think about starting your own reality show?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Well, so I have a podcast, right? So with my podcast, I kind of do reality stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a show called Reality too. So, but
I like the name.
man, it's kind of.
Reality. Yeah.
So that means like a camera got to follow me around all the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of a private person,
I
man.
know,
I don't keep it in my business.
I wouldn't wait to get the reaction of that.
So-
He said, "Look,
so-
I'm on the around."
So it's kind of like, okay, so where I grew up, like people that know like your family or people that's close to you, they can hurt you with those people.
Yeah.
So I keep like that stuff separate. My girl, my kids, and
Yeah.
my family members. I don't want everybody to know that because
Okay.
if something happens,
Yeah.
then you know what I'm saying, they can hurt me in that way.
Yeah.
I like to be. It's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you
know what I
do
mean?
that, though.
Because I'm just, I don't know if I'm paranoid or what, but I just
think so.
came up like that. I'm gonna say I think so.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
came up like that, so you know, I try to keep folks out of my personal life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep some things out of there because, you know, it's just people try to use things against you and all that kind of stuff, and I just don't like that. You know?
Yeah.
If I did a reality show, it would have to be based on like maybe me and a group of other people that wanted to be in the reality show.
Yeah.
And just kind of base it on like Big Brother or something like that, where we in somewhere, it's a controlled network, and that's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what
Yeah.
about these LBG community TV shows? Would you create something like that as well? Like,
Yeah,
would
I'm
you
with
be-
that.
be
I'm with
experienced
that.
in
I got a lot of family members in that community. You know, I support them. Like in my movies, I got several actors and actresses that are, you know, from the community, and you know, we work together. We make stuff happen. And man, I'll pop in one of the reality shows on, you know, one of their shows. Tell me when and where I'm gonna pull up and be like, yeah, whatever, what we need to do.
Yeah, see?
So yeah.
Well, and the people need to know too, this man has the power to create and remove and take you to the next level.
Yeah.
If you sometimes you gotta pay for to get in. Some people make you pay to even just get in.
Right.
So this is a person right here, honestly, like dead ass, stand on his name, nothing but God protection. Well, literally, if he talk to you and he feeling it, he'll put you right on in. You know what I'm saying? That now you trying to charge him like, man, I charge such to get in your movie. Now I understand that.
Yeah,
Some people think, you know, like y'all Instagram and stuff is going up there, but I always think, and I want to put this message out there, I always think about the opportunity. If somebody give you an opportunity, it can step up to the next level.
Yeah.
Like me just sitting next to him, I've been talking to this man for months and months and months. So me just learning from him, his steps, his ways, has encouraged me to do bigger and better things. That's why you seeing Meet the Artist show this year, because I've been watching him progress, and every time I talk to him, he giggled at me every 6 months. He's like, oh, I'm done with another movie. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Did you just say, bro, I used to come out with mixtape every fucking month. Then for him to come out with, it feel like he come out with a movie every single month. You know, like, he always working on something.
I'm definitely always trying to crank it up, man. For real.
I am impressed, and I am honored to be around them and learn from them. So I say people just jump in there and get into it, like,
and use the barter system. Sometimes you might get some points on the back end. Sometimes you might just need a credit, you know, because I've had my productions get other people other gigs.
Yeah.
So you might not make $1 million, just like the guys that made Friday, right?
Right, that's how it
They
is.
didn't make no $1 million off of that movie, but guess what? They were big enough now to where the next movie they could charge.
Yeah.
So it'll catapult you to that next level, and it's still mainstream because everybody still watch that movie.
Guess what though? That Friday movie, I was just saying the truth about that. I ain't know none of them niggas, but Ice Cube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then,
Right.
when they finally, after that movie, I started following each character up
Man,
their
I'm trying
own.
to tell you,
Like,
Chris
yeah.
Tucker blew up.
Chris Tucker blew straight
you know
up
what I'm
after that.
saying? And it's just a few other people. I mean, even Bernie Mac, who, you know, we knew,
Yeah.
but he was really, you know,
Yeah.
and then, what's the guy, Zeus, Debo.
Debo,
Debo's been in several other things, you know, just Neil Long. Wasn't Neil?
Neil
Long. I was like, man, look at all these folks in here, you know.
Then you
So-
look at them now, and you be like, okay, now they 10, 15 movies down the road,
Right.
because they were seen off of this one movie.
Yeah.
And they could be really like a person like me and you. You know what I'm saying? You can literally just get the opportunity of a man like this saying, you know what, I got a movie coming up. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I love my face on the cover. You know, like if I do something, I put my face on the cover. So seeing him keep putting people on the cover, I'm like,
yeah,
hey,
it ain't gotta be me. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. And then they actually give you, like, if you go on Tubi right now, I swear to God, you go on Tubi, you look up his name, a wall of it gonna come up. You can't miss it. You cannot miss it. It's a whole wall. 5 movies like that right there on the line. And I was telling him, if you once you keep going, you're gonna have a whole goddamn sheet by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he keep hitting them like that. But I want y'all to know, like, this is the man that actually can curate the movie and put it out. Though that's the biggest thing.
We are a full service production company. We offer help with casting, writing the scripts, getting it started with the pre-production, getting music for the soundtrack, lights, camera, action for the actual movie, getting locations, then post-production, and these are all separate things that normally people pay for. You got to pay for pre-production first, then the actual production, and then the post-production when they're doing all the editing and the color grading and the sound work. That's all 3 separate things. Then you go from there to shopping the deal. You know, so like it's a long walk, but if you got somebody to hold your hand and walk with you through that process, it's an easier walk. You know, I had to go through a lot of that stuff myself, to where I'm just shooting my shot and talking to different people in the industry, or talking to people that somebody else knew that I just, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I got going. Not being afraid to sell yourself when it comes to those things. And people pointed me in the right direction. I talked to the president of one of the production companies, or not production, but one of the distribution companies. You know, I had to sit down. He flew to Nashville to talk to me and everything. So I couldn't say because my movie was one of his top sellers. So, you know, just being able to talk intelligently about what you got going on and really have a synopsis. You know, have it 30 seconds where it can just, boom, this is what it's about. And sometimes it'll work, sometimes not. Perfect your craft. Study other people. Study people. I went in, the way I even learned how to write a script is, I picked up the book Monster by Walter Dean Myers. And that book is written in script form. So I used that format for my first movie just to know how to write a script. Because the other stuff they were saying was kind of hard for me to understand. So it's just a lot of different elements of the game that you got to study. If you want something, you got to put in work. That 10,000 hour thing is real talk. You really got to study your craft and what you want to do, whether it be acting, if you want to do, you know, the production part, if you want, whatever it is, you want to do music, you know, because I've done all those things, you know, even being a father, you know, or being a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or whatever. You got to study, man, because if you just go out there thinking you know what you're doing just because you saw somebody else do it, or, you know, just because you feel like you know what to do, you got another thing coming, man.
I kid you not. I definitely, he know he hear it. I don't say the words like out loud, but I always say it to him in a slick way. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put something together. Can you find me a deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, because he knows us. Like, he says a lot of steps to go in it. He always said this, just put it together and give it to me. And then I'll tell you the way to go forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever you need me to help you with, man. Like he says, the barter system, like, whatever you need my help, I help you.
The barter system is real tough, man.
We work hand in hand with each other. Because, like, money and everything, when we both reaching for the same goal. You know, we trying to really push it out there. And for me to know that this man's project is all over the world. Like, he's on billboards. I mean, like, you can see him in Walmart. Like, Jesus, y'all, come on now. You got an Amazon Prime. That's a whole nother episode in itself right there. Well, you got him, a person that's willing to do all these steps. I think that everybody should pay more attention to what he got going on, because it could be you. You know, honestly, like, he
put your glasses on your stage, man, so you can see what's popping over here, man.
Yeah, I kid you not. He's intelligent with his work. And the details behind it, I love it, and I think that you should just keep going with that, because, like, that's why I was asking about the TV shows, because I'm like, well, what, knowing him, and that's why I wanted to throw it in there, because I just wanted to catch him on camera saying he will do something like this. I'm like, bro, you said you were gonna create me a TV show. Like,
I'm with it.
He always said he will do it though. Like,
the only thing I'm gonna say is, like, for let's say for that situation, get the words together that you want to say. Get the people, get the locations, man. I'm coming out and push and play. If you need me to do more stuff than that, then just tell me what you need me to do, and I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them cats that's going, man, I'm gonna call you about next week or something. Hey, bro, I got this spot right here. Or I just know people that have restaurants or businesses and stuff where, man, I got a guy, my guy Smoke, he got a cannabis business in, I want to say Goodlettsville. And man, if you need a spot, they got a whole place in the back where you can hookah lounge, and you know, I can have you walking in the business, shoot a scene, you know, just different things like that where it adds authenticity and it's promoting other businesses. You know, so I'm all about, if you're doing something, man, let's push it. I'm all about that.
I kid you not. I always mess with him like, cause I hear what he's doing. He do so much. He know me too though, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say I don't care what to. I'll just say something to see if he'll let me do it. He'll be like, yeah. But get your stuff together. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. Cause every time he say that lets me know like, all right, I still got a lot more work to do.
Cause I don't want to lie to you about the steps. I don't want to be like, yeah, you can do that. You know, well, nah, you better do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
You know, otherwise you're gonna have to go back and do some stuff anyway.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the whole show together. Get your people. And don't have me running around looking for people.